something I've noticed a lot in Twitter lately about how people like to hold up after doing a slightly minus string and punish you. So there are a few counters to this. I actually covered this a few years ago, actually, when the game first came out. There's two covers, so I'll show you the first one, and then the second one I'll show you like how people usually counter the first cover. This is an example of Cabal holding up, and me, you know, obviously me getting a chance of getting punished, right? Now there's two answers to this. The first one is you can do a standing jab. Oops, I dropped it. The second option, obviously the first, let's start with this. Obviously the first option is dangerous, right? Because you can do a mid. Certain characters have fast enough mids to catch people out of the air doing a slightly minus string and holding up. Characters like Liu Kang, Cassie Cage, Cabal. Those are all like really good examples of characters that will catch you from holding up. But some characters, they're forced to do a standing jab, right? Like even Frost, she can't really do a reversal back one, as you saw here. She can't really do it, right? So these characters are obviously going to have to do standing jab, because standing jab works, right? But the problem with that is that this is what's going to happen. So if you don't want that to happen, there's a third option. The third option is to do a delayed down one. So most characters, they can do this as long as their down one reaches far enough. For example, all of my characters, all of the characters I play, Frost, Katana, Kano, and Noob can all do this and convert if you're looking for it. Even Melina can do it. There's only a few characters that can't. They usually have stubby down ones like Aaron Black, but Aaron Black doesn't even need it. He's got it back to Sub-Zero. I think Jade can't do it either. But most characters, they can. They can convert off of a down one. You have to do a delayed down one. So obviously, like, you know, with delayed down one, like if he does something like this, like you're just gonna get a punish off of a down two. And now you can just put this all together. Mess it up. So that one was me trying to do the high. But anyway, yeah, so basically you want to, obviously, like, there's a trinity here, right? Like there's a triangle. You want to do the delayed down one when you read that they're going to do a down two or hold up, so they're mash happy. You want to do a stand one when they're going to either block or they're going to hold up, right? Because if you do a stand one and they block, it's technically still your turn. You whiff. Some characters will whiff their stand one, like Frost whiffs hers. Katana will not whiff hers. Noob Saibot might whiff his, I don't know. Kano, I don't think whiffs his. So like, obviously, like, you get more plus frames and more mind games off of a stand one, but then you risk getting down to KB. So sometimes you want to do a delay down one, sometimes you want to do a immediate stand one. And obviously the delayed down one is the safest option because most people aren't going to go into a mid after they've done a slightly minus string. They're not going to go straight into a mid or high. That's usually not going to happen. It can, you know, if they're seeing what you're doing, but that's kind of more high level play. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how like you can counter things like holding up on minus frames. I will reiterate this until like the game dies. MK11 is one of the first games where I literally can find solutions to pretty much everything in the game, and I have been able to. And this is definitely one of those examples that you usually see on Twitter that you can do to counter. This also works in the corner, and it actually works a little bit more consistent in the corner. That's why you see Liu Kang pretty much convert off of any button in the corner, because his back one converts, his forward four converts, his down one converts, his stand one converts. They all convert. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. Have fun playing MK11 and fighting games.